Hello. Okay. Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, you were saying something? We can create line. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is not the combination that in dashboard we'll keep it. Okay. So if you go into dashboard, so you prepare one uh, region, region in sales. So this is your bar chart. Okay, and let me make a duplicate of this one, and I'll make this is pie chart. I'll sort it. So go to dashboard and put this to it. Okay, now I'll make so in tiled it will take the entire space. Now I'll take floating. In floating, I'll keep this one. I'll make it entire view. So you can keep it wherever you want. And there is one more option. Go to format and shadings. And if you go to shadings and put none, and you can place it on the bars also. Okay. So, I mean, you can make the background as transparent. So you can keep it wherever you want. Hmm. Dashboard. There is a separate session for how to create dashboards. So, so this is I'm just simply showing how to keep it. So there is a separate session on how to create a dashboard and how you can place using. So all these options are there, right? So inside you have all these options. I will explain you about each and every object. What is horizontal container, vertical container, text extension. I will explain you about all this. Okay, now let's get started. Just a second. Okay, so in this session, we okay. Can you all see my screen? Okay, so in this session, so session 17, we are going to discuss about more about table calculation. So how many types of table calculations that we have and how to do running total and how we can apply secondary table calculation in Tableau and how to use different ways of using table calculation. So in table calculation, we have all these types of table calculation which are available: running total, difference, difference, and percent of total. So now we are going to see one by one. So I'll go to dashboard. Okay. So now I'll take an example of order date and I'll put months over there. I'll put year and month. Okay, so here I can see each and every month, and I want to see sales, and I'll take one more sales, and I'll make it as quick table calculation, and I'll click on this. Okay, so here I can see each and every value, and I want to see measure names in the columns. Okay, so now here I have each and every value of, so this is sales, this is normal sales, and this is running total. So now that I have applied running total, so edit table calculation. So running total I am doing based on the specific dimension. Instead of doing like that, if I click on table down, so as you all know how table down works, so it will do uh, summation based on this direction. Table down means vertically it will do the summation. So original sales value is 14,518, and the next month February is 4,520. So in the next month it will add the previous values and it will show you. So which is 19,038. So that will be stored here. In the same way, it will keep on doing the running total. So, so in the name itself, it mentions that it does a running total. So so it will keep on doing, adding the previous month's values, and it will keep on doing till the end of the year, until the end of the 2023 year. So at the final, what you will have, you will have the total of sales. What is the total of sales? You select this entire thing, and you will get total of sales, which is $23,26,534. So this way, you can see the total of this thing, and so this way we can calculate the running total. Okay. Yeah. So this way we can make use of all these calculations. Now let's see how to do the difference. So same way. So here it is showing you in the label itself. It is showing you running sum of sales. Now let me change it to difference. So go to quick table calculation and click on difference. So now it will do difference based on compute using table down. So it will compare with the previous one. So it will compare with the previous one and it will do the difference. So as there is no previous value for January 2020, it is not doing any comparison and it will show you null value. Why? Because if there is no comparison, if there is no value to compare, then it will, in running table calculation, it will show you null value. And in case of February 2020, so there is a value to compare, there is a previous value to compare. So 4520 minus 14,000, 4520 minus 14,518, which gives you 998. So this is your value. So so you're doing smaller number minus bigger number. So that's why you got negative. So in the same way, if you go to the March 2020, 56,934 minus 56,934 minus previous value 4520. So it will give you 52,414. So that's what you get. So not only previous. So there are 4 options that we have. Not only we can compare with previous, we can also compare with previous is there. We can compare with next, or we can every time we can compare with the first value, or every time we can compare with the last value. So these 4 options that we have to compare. So now let's see how to change that comparison. So currently what it is doing, so by default, it is comparing it is comparing with the previous value. So now I want to make it as next. So go to related to. So these are the 4 options that are there. So you can change it to previous, next, first, last. So click on this next. So now it will compare with the next value. So how it will compare? So what is the next value? 4520. So 14,518 minus 4520. So which gives you 998. Okay. Ravi, can you tell me how did I got this number? 23,949. 23 23,949. Hmm. Tell me, I will do it in the calculator. Tell me. So 23,949, right? So take this value, 60,000. Take the current value. And what is the next value? 779. Yeah. Minus 36,779. Yeah. Say enter. So which gives you 23,949. So in the same way, it is in the every row, it is doing that type of calculation. So can you tell me how did we got 4590? Okay. Yeah, 4590, we got it from comparing between these two values by comparing with the next value. Okay, now we will see, we will relate it to first value. So first value in the sense, so this is our first value. January 2020 is the first value. So when you compare 14,518 with 14,518, so which is 14,518 minus 14,518. So that's why you got 0. And the next value is comparing with this value with the first value, 4520 minus 14,518. So which gives you 99998. So 4520 minus 14,518 gives you 99998. So every time this will compare with this first value. If you take any row, it will compare with this number. So now let's take example of this minus 2567. So we have 11,951, 11,951 compared with first value, which is 14,000, 14,580, which is 2567. So this value we are getting by comparing this exact original sales value with first original sales value. So every time each and every row will be compared with the first row. So that's about first. Now let's see about last. Go to last. Okay. Ravi, can you tell me with what number it is comparing? Let's say this 1700 is there. How 1700 is coming? Yeah, perfect. What is the current value? Yeah, perfect. So 1700. So this value comparing with that value, so you will get negative. You told it reverse. Okay, so that's how you will get the. So there are 4 ways. So these are the 4 things. So whenever you do difference, so every time you can compare with the previous, next, first, and last. Okay. So we have talked about running total. Okay. So we have discussed about sum only. So let's see what all aggregations we can do in uh, running total. So let's click on edit table calculation. So you can change the aggregation as well. You can change it to average. So how the average is getting calculated? So let me just put it to running total. So I have taken average. So basically what it does is, it will take, okay, we will put the average sales also here. Okay, so what it is doing now, average, so we are taking average sales. So this is our normal average sales. And for average sales, we are doing running total. As we are doing running total, what is it doing now? So the current value is 173, it is showing you 173. It is adding up the average values, 173 plus 98, which is 271. So it will give you the sum of average values. I mean, running total is basically, it will do the sum. So that's why it is adding up the average value. So not only sum as an aggregation, we can also get the other aggregation functions also, like average, minimum, maximum, all these aggregations we can do. Okay, so now that we have seen about how to use running total and difference, so now I will show you how to add one more secondary calculation in the table calculation. So if you see in this image, so there is one more secondary table calculation that is being added. So now we'll see. So let's go back to the simple one. I'll make it as sum as an aggregation. Sum. Okay. And now I'll create one more column. I'll create one more column. Here also I will do some quick table calculation, running total. And I will add one more table calculation, edit table calculation. Okay, so click on this add secondary table calculation. Okay, so here I am adding, I will take table down only. So here I will do difference from. So I will show you three columns, one with normal original sales that you see, and the second one with the running total, which we have already seen. And the third one, I will show you with the combination of two table calculation. So now let's see. I'll put it here. Okay, and I'll put it in order. Sales, I'll put it in the last. This in. Mhm. Chip. Oh, okay. So, hmm, yeah, there will be a difference. So I'll show you. So normally, if you want to create charts, then you use it in the rows or column shell. Otherwise, if you want to show it tabular, then you should. Yeah, correct. Hmm. So here I want to show you the difference between all these table calculations and all. So I thought it's better I'll show it in the tabular chart. Oh. Dimensions, yeah, we can. Yeah. Let's say if I put customer name here. you can put it. That depends on the requirement. Yeah. Let's take a smaller one. Dimension also we can take, but it will not look good. So if you see it here, it is not looking good. Okay. So I have original sales here and one with running sum of sales where I'm doing normal running total. So if you can see this, it is just doing the running total. So 14,518 plus 4,420 is your value here, and 19,038 plus 56,934 is 75,000, which is doing a running total basically. So I just want to show you the difference between the new column which I have created. So here I have a new table calculation, which is a combination of running total and also difference from. So now I will show you the difference from. So difference from, so this is, I mean, we have seen the earlier function also, like how the difference from is getting calculated. So it is basically comparing with the previous value. Now let's see. So instead of earlier, we were looking at the sales column, original sales column. So now we should look at this column. Why? Because on top of this column, we are applying a secondary table calculation. So now we have to look on this column and see the difference. So as it is comparing with the previous value, now if I want to know the January 2020 value, as there is nothing to compare with the previous, like there is no previous value for January 2020. So that's why, so in table calculation, if there is nothing to compare, so you will get a null value. And for February 2020, so 19,038 minus 14,580. So I'll just take 19,038 minus 14,518. So which is 1 second. Okay. Hello. Yeah. So here I'm doing table down. So here I need to change it to table down. Okay. Click on table down so that it will work. Okay. So earlier when we were doing difference, we were taking this sales into consideration. So now we need to consider with the running sum of sales. Why? Because we are doing difference on this particular uh, column. So if you see, we are applying secondary calculation on running total. So we need to check this column. So now let's see. So now let's take an example. Yeah. So 19,038 minus 14,518, which gives you 4,520. So likewise for the next number, again it will compare with the previous value. So what is the current value? 75,972 minus 19,038 is the previous value, which will give you 56,934. Okay. Ravi, can you tell me for 72,008? What is the current value? Minus $32. 72,008. Yeah. Suganya, can you tell me 82,670? Hello. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So 82,670. So some rounding of it is doing. So this way we can compare with the previous values. So I'm doing, so running total is basically I'm doing on sales, and difference I'm doing on top of this running sum of sales. So we can do secondary calculation also in table calculation. So that's how we can make it. So now we will see how to calculate percentage from calculation. So we can also calculate percent of total. Okay, so how this percent of total is getting calculated, I will tell you. So now that we have 14,518, we'll make this to running total. Okay, so did any of you know how to calculate percent of total? Okay, I'll tell you. So the value of sales for January 2020 is 14,518. So the basic formula for calculating percent of total is the value for that month divided by total sum of sales. So what is total sum of sales? 2326534. 2326534. So which will be 0.00006, and you need to multiply it with 100. So that becomes your 0.62 percentage. So that's your percent of total. Okay, you don't need to write any calculation. Just you need to click on this, click on quick table calculation, and click on percent of total. So with that, you will be able to know or get the value of percent of total. Okay. So, can you tell me how to calculate percent of total for May 2020? Yeah, 23 lakhs, 26,534 into 100. So which is 1.13%. Yeah, 1.13%. So this is how we can calculate percent of total. So now let's see how we can calculate percent difference. Okay, so the percent difference is finding the difference between, I mean, whatever is the value this sales is having and comparing it with the previous. So here also we can get the like we can compare with the previous, next, first, last. So the comparison here is with the previous one. So now I will tell you the calculation for the percentage difference. Okay, so 4520 is the current value minus with which you are comparing 14,518, which is minus 998 divided by whatever is the previous value. Yeah, and into 100, which gives you 68.86. In the same way, so it will tell you what is the percentage increase. So if you compare 14,518 was the previous month sales, so it got decreased to 4,520. So how much decrease it is? 68.87% it got decreased. And if you see in the next month, so there is a 1,000% increase. So 1,159.63%. So how we can calculate that? 56,000 934 minus the previous value which I am comparing 4520, which is this, divided by the previous value only, which gives you, and we need to multiply it with 100. Oh, shit. I'll do it again. 56,934 minus 4520 divided by 4520, which gives you, and again we need to multiply this with 100. So which is 1,159%. So it will show you what is the percentage difference between the previous month. So we will get to know how much increase or decrease in the percentage ways it is happening. So that's how we can calculate the percentage difference. Okay, so we have seen all these 4 options. So we can compare with previous, next, last, first. In all the cases, for difference for calculating difference or for calculating percent difference. Okay. Mhm. No, that will be given by your clients. So that depends. Mm, mhm. Mm, No, I'm not getting your question. But you want to know like how you are why will you? Mhm. చెప్పు. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, so there will be some BRD document. The business requirement document will be there. So where they will clearly mention that what type of calculation that you need to do. So whether they want percentage different or percent of total. So they will clearly mention what is the calculation and all. Yeah. అంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ మ్యాథమెటికల్ థింగ్ పర్సంటేజ్ డిఫరెన్స్. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఇప్పుడు లెట్స్ ఏ 8th క్లాస్ లో వాట్ ఈస్ ద పర్సంటేజ్ దట్ యూ గాట్, లైక్ మనకు ఒక 500 వచ్చింది అంటే 8th క్లాస్ లో 500 వచ్చింది, 7th క్లాస్ లో 600 వచ్చింది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ అంటే సేమ్ ఇలానే ఇవ్వాలి, కరెంట్ వాల్యూ మైనస్ ప్రీవియస్ వాల్యూ డివైడెడ్ బై ప్రీవియస్ వాల్యూ. అట్లా చేస్తేనే మనకు కంపారిజన్ వస్తుంది ఎంత పర్సెంటేజ్. ఇప్పుడు అంతేందుకు, ఇప్పుడు మన శాలరీ ఉంది, we have our package, right? So how much increment that you want, like you want 10% increment. So that is based on your current salary multiplied by the extra amount that you get. Yeah. Or how you will calculate the percentage? Let's say you have your current salary. Let's say I will give you an example. Okay, you have your current salary as, let's say, 10 lakhs. Okay. And after hike, you got just 12 lakhs. Okay. If you want to find out what is the hike, I mean, what is the percentage of hike you got, what you will do? 10 lakhs minus 12 lakhs. So put it in the bracket. Yeah, correct. Divided by 10 lakhs, which is 20% hike. Okay. Into 100, if you do, you will get 20%. Okay, so now we have average and median. So how do we calculate average? I'll tell you, I'll give you one small example. So let's say I have regions and I have sales. I'll put some random names. Okay. And I will enter okay. What is the average sales here? Ravi, can you tell me what is the average sales here? How do you calculate? Tell me, how do we calculate? Okay. So sum is 67 and count is 8. So 67 divided by 8 is your average, which is 8.37. Okay. So how do you calculate median? Do you know how do you calculate the median? Oh. So, okay, so there are two procedures. I mean, there are two aspects of it. So when you have odd number of items or even number of items, let's say if you have even count, there is one process, and if you have odd count, there is one process. So now that we have even count, I will tell you what to do. So first of all, you need to arrange it in uh, descending order or ascending order. So now it's arranged in ascending order. So it's already in the order. So you need to pick the middle values. As the count is 8, you need to pick the middle values. So the middle values are 8 and 9. Okay. So you need to take the average of these two, which is 8.5. That is when you have count, even count. Okay. So when you have even count, so you need to take the mid values. So 8 is the count, right? So you need to take the mid values. So that's how you got 8 plus 9 divided by 2, which is 8.5. And when you have odd count, so let's say I'll add one more record, 15. Okay. So here I have odd count. So 9. So 9 means it will take the middle value. Whatever is the middle one, so that will be your median value. Right. So middle value is 9. You got it or any confusion? Suganya, do you understand this concept? Like what is even count and odd count? Yeah. So, so in odd count, you will have only one value in the middle. So that's the reason you can pick that number directly. But whenever you have even count, even count, that means you have 4 this side and 4 the other side. Then you don't know which one to pick. So you will take the mid values and you will do the average for those two mid values. So average will become 8 plus 9 divided by 2, which will be 8.5. So in case of odd count, so you will have 4 this side and 4 this side, and mid number will be your median. Yeah. So this is your middle number. So for doing this, you need to first of all arrange it in a sorting order. Either you can arrange it in ascending order or descending order. So that's about median. Okay, so now we will see how to do ranks in Tableau. So I'll just show you. So I'll just make use of this third column. So just right click on this, click on rank. Okay, so now this is assigning a rank to each and every month. So when you compare all the month, this got 46th rank. That means number wise, this is the 46th rank. Whichever has the highest sales will have the first rank. So now we'll see which, yeah, this was the first rank. So this has 1,18,455. So whichever has the highest rank, it will provide the rank for that. And in ranks also, there are many options. So let me show you those options. Okay, so in ranks, we have computation, modify computation, and dense 1, 2, 2, 3. So now we'll do this. So let's check about 1, 2, 2, 4. Computation. So in this model, what happens is, so let's say name is there. Okay. Rank. Ajay, Kishore, some random names. Okay. So this person got, I mean, I will say marks 500. This person got 600, 500, 500, 450, and 425. Okay. What will the, I mean, okay, these are marks, you can say. Okay. Ravi, can you tell me what is the rank for Ajay? First rank. What will be the rank for? Yeah, correct. So in case of competition, so I'm telling you about competition. So this is related to Tableau only. So this won't work in any other applications. Okay. So what about the third number? He also got the same value, same marks. Yeah, he will also get second rank. And what about the next person? So in Tableau, we won't get third rank. Why? Because here we have missed the third rank, right? So it will continue with fourth rank. And this will be fifth rank. So this is the concept of this rank competition. Okay. So if you select this competition option, so whenever you have same values, it will give you same rank for this I mean for the people who got the same values, it will give you the same rank. But how many times it is repeating? Let's say this if you get one more person with the same rank, it will give the same rank, and it will now skip the fourth rank also. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, it will start with the fifth rank. Got it? So can you end dots? So that is, yeah. So that is about rank computation. And now we'll see modified computation. Modified. Okay. So in the previous one, it is taking the least number. So there are three people who missed that, I mean, who got the same values. That's why we don't have this third rank and the fourth rank. And in this case, what will happen is, as we are missing two numbers, I mean, two ranks. So it will take the last rank. So 4, 4, 4, and 5. It will skip the 2 and 3. Why? Because for all the three, they got same value. So it will miss the two ranks and it will assign fourth rank to all the persons who made the same marks. And it will continue from there. So in this case, it is taking the least number. And in this case, it is taking highest number. And now we will take dense. ఎక్కడ Okay, I will tell you. I will actually write this. It's a serial number రాస్తాను. This is just serial number. Okay. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So in case of rank computation, what it is taking? So all these three have same value, so same rank. Okay. So in rank computation, what it is taking? It is taking the first one. In rank computation, it is taking this one. In modified computation, it is taking this one. Okay. Is that clear? I mean, instead of taking the starting rank, normally we continue with this whatever is missing the rank, right? So instead of taking that, it will continue from the fourth rank. Okay. So for these three people, we need to give only one rank, right? That you are clear? Okay. So you need to assign 2 or 3 or 4. Correct? Yeah. So 2 or 3 or 4, how it will decide is, for rank computation, it will take the least value. For modified computation, it will take the highest value. I will give you one more example. So now tell me, I will delete this. Okay, now tell me what rank it will get. So, I have provided same rank for rank computation, which is second. Now tell me which rank you will. I told you least value I have given it to the rank computation. For modified computation, it is the highest value. What is that highest value you will put here? From this, so you have 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is highest value, you will put it here. Now you got it. So you will take the highest value. Yes, correct. In case of computation, you will take the lowest value. In case of modified computation, you will take the highest value. Okay. In case of dense, what it does is, it will give you same rank. Here it will not skip the rank. It will continue. So it is giving the same rank for whoever having the same value, and again it will continue. So all this mentioned in here also, you can see it here. In the example they have mentioned also. So 1334 is nothing but they are taking the highest value. 1224 is nothing but they are taking the lowest value. 1223 here it is not skipping any rank. It is, even if it is having duplicate sales values and all, it is providing the same rank and then continuing also. And now we also have one more thing called unique. Okay, so unique is nothing but it will give you ranking, unique rankings it will give you. So that is based on the data source order. Okay, so all this are having same rank. I mean, all these are having marks, same marks, and it will provide you each and every name will, it will provide unique rank based on the data source order. So these are the 4 types of ranks that are available. So this also based on the requirement we will use. Sometimes user want to see continuous ranks. Whoever having same values, they want to see same rank, and they want to continue the rank. Sometimes they want to see it like this. So that depends. So depending on the usage, we'll make use of all these 4 types. Okay, any questions? Okay, Suganya, is it clear? So that's the explanation about rank types. So unique will provide, so even for duplicate values, it will give unique rankings according to the direction in which the ranking is being computed. So based on that, it will provide the ranking. And we also have restarting every option. So, okay. So let's say I'll drop this here and I'll put year here. Okay. So I'll just do running total. Okay, I'm just doing running total here. So just compare these two. So it is doing running sum of sales for all the months. But for every year, I want to start it again. I want to start it from the January 2021. I want to start it again. So how can I do that? Go to edit table calculation and click on specific dimension. And here you can mention restart every year. Okay. So the running total, it will restart every year. So till here it will calculate the total. Till here it will keep on adding each and every month's data. Till December 20, you will get 2020, you will get all the month summation. But in January 2021, it will start from the beginning, which is 18,462. So every year it will start newly. So that's about restarting every option. So it depends on the columns that you use. So here I'm using 2 different columns. So it starts, so I can make use of year here. So if you are using 2 different dimensions like category or subcategory and all, so then also you can make use of those columns. So that is about table calculations. And we have seen most of the table calculation functionalities. So with that, we have completed table calculations. Any other questions you have? Okay. Okay, then we'll wrap up this session. We'll continue tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you all for joining.